Evening. Hello. Welcome to my weekly live. I hope you are all well. It's the 21st of July. Can you believe it? What have you been up to this weekend? Anything exciting? Happy Sunday, Jen. Hey, Joanna. It has been, you can tell it's warm here. Mind you, I've not long had dinner, so I'm a little bit hot from running around after dinner and clearing my desk down. Laurel's on, Rita, Louisa, hello. I thought this evening we would have a little look at an online exclusive. So, hey Sandy, we're going to have a look at the Changing Leaves, which is a hybrid bundle. So that's what we're going to be playing with this evening. Jen says, I love your Sunday lives, but sad it means the weekend has come to an end. I know. Although I am very lucky actually, because I have an extra day off tomorrow. So my weekend has not quite finished. I've got an extra day of annual leave tomorrow. So I've got another day, which is quite nice. So I'm back to work on Tuesday. So what have I got for you? Let me show you the bundle. I've got a few bits and pieces out, as in like the dies and the embossing folder. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that tonight's live is not quite so fuzzy. It was a little bit granulated, I think, at points last week. So hopefully it's a little bit better. You'll have to let me know. Sandy says, oh, my bundle arrives Monday. I know I was going to resist this one and then it fell into my basket. So yes, we'll have a little play with this one. Let's have a look and pop you on the desk. So let's get you in place. I've just knocked the camera. Okay, so this one has a stamp set and then a hybrid folder. And what does that mean? That means you can't buy the embossing folder separately. You buy the embossing folder with the dies. So, and the die will fit into there we go. So it's 85% on the cover, so they are bigger than you might imagine inside. And then Rachel, oh, quite right, Rachel. So yes, Paul said, did I hide Joshua's power cord? No, we changed our Wi-Fi, so hopefully better. Rachel says, oh, I'm ordering in the free postage on Tuesday. Yes, so free postage starts at 11 p.m. Tuesday night for us in the UK, and then all day on the 24th. So free postage day on the 24th. So from Tuesday night, you can order with no postage charge, which is lovely. No classes coming up soon at the moment. There will be classes, but I am waiting to get a sneaky peek of the upcoming mini catalogue on Wednesday, and then I'll make some decisions about upcoming classes. So watch this space. Right, so this fits into the folder. So the folder is like 6 by 6, and it sits there and you can cut and emboss at the same time. So wonderful. You can obviously just emboss, you can cut once you've stamped, you've got all sorts of combinations. And then you have this one as well. These dies look awesome. They've got stitching around the edge, and then some outline leaves, solid leaves, and then these sprigs here. So let me just show you what this does when we pop this through. I think I'm going to put it through with some watercolour. Oh, stop. So we're going to whoops. Whoops the daisies. Right. So we will emboss and cut at the same time. I'm going to bring in my have you got funny noises? I can't hear anything. Let's have a look at where the audio is coming from. Coming from my microphone, which is on my desk. So, I've got the picture quality working and now the sound's playing up. I don't know what that is. I will need to have a little play. Hopefully it's not too bad, but I can't hear any echo. It's like static comes and goes. Okay, let me do that. Let's see, I've turned off. I've got a speaker that sits right behind my desk and I'm wondering if that's interfering with the microphone. Right, I'm going to emboss that. Sounds like a microwave. I don't own a microwave, so that's going to be tricky. But I know what you mean, right? Oh, I meant microphone. So we have embossed. I'm hoping it's gone away now. And cut. So we've got these beautiful, beautiful leaves. Can you see those? Gorgeous. And that one. I'm going to do the same again, but I'm not going to worry that this was a smaller piece. So just slot that in. I'm going to put that over that larger leaf. It was like a static noise, but gone now. Kathy says the noise is gone. It's not happening on Facebook, according to Kathy. So we'll take. Can we have a classes with one? I don't see why not, actually, Rachel. Make a nice autumn class, wouldn't it? All right. So we're going to have that leaf there. They're kind of off-cut bits, so I might use them. Put this to one side for a minute. Jez, it's going to become resistance is futile situation for watching us all, for everyone watching. Sandy also votes for a class with this set. Yes. Right. I thought rather than pulling out the autumnal colours, I wanted to pull in something completely different. So I might also die cut some of these leaves. Let's see what these do as well. I'm thinking something really bright and bold. And when I think bright and bold, I so often think pink. That's where, if I think, right, it needs to be really bright, it needs to be bright and bold and summer, I immediately go to Melon Mambo. I could go towards, like, go opposite, like, not opposite. I could go, do you know what it is? I'll tell you what it might be. I've got my phone near my microphone, and I wonder if that's causing interference, because it sounds like it's probably a staticky kind of interference noise. So I've moved that out the way now. I was charging my phone on my desk, and I'm wondering, that suddenly occurred to me that it might be that. So I have moved that out the way. So anyway, back to colours. I was thinking the other colour, this is thicker cardstock, I might need to wind that through again. I was thinking, I'll spit it out in a minute, was emerald, no, not emerald, shy shamrock. Because I thought like a bright, a really punchy green could be really nice as well. Paul says, how do I live without a microwave? I know, right? Well, it's a funny-ish story. I blew our microwave up. Kind of. It was during a class, actually, nearing towards Christmas, and I'd offered everyone a mince pie, and I got distracted somewhat, and I had made everyone a mince pie, had warmed them in the microwave, done that, passed them out, all good. Then I went to heat my own, and rather than putting it on for like 20 seconds, I heated it. I had taken it out of the foil, like, because they come in like a foil cup thing, don't they? Like a container. And I'd taken it out of that, so it wasn't that I put foil in the microwave, but I put it on for like 2 minutes. Now the stuff inside had gone like molten, the sugars and things had gone like molten lava, and it was smoking. The mince pie had practically set on fire. It smoked the whole microwave out and my kitchen. And so I just unplugged the microwave and put the whole thing in mince pie inside, in my garden. I just lifted the whole thing out. And from that point forward, we'd never replaced it. And that was years ago. That was 4-5 years ago. And I just never got around to replacing it. And the more we lived without it, the more I realised I didn't really need it. So we have an air fryer. And so anything that kind of I probably did in the microwave, I've kind of replaced with that. I used to heat up like sweet corn sometimes. Like I just put that on the hob now. So the things that I could like, it's very rare that I kind of think, oh, I missed my microwave actually. Funny how you come to live without it. Jackie says my son did the same thing with popcorn. The thing that threw the whole thing out. The thing is, the smoke had gone in the whole of like the whole thing just smelled burnt. It just, I don't think he would have kind of brought it back from that. It was just, yeah, it was awful smell. Awful. What do we think? Should we have yellow, petunia, melon mambo? Let's have a little bit of brightness. And some watercolouring. I feel like I glimpsed at this today. Someone maybe could Google this or look it up for me. I feel like it might be watercolouring month or something, or have I dreamt that? Was it a post that I saw that was well out of date and I've missed the party? But if it is, then I meant to do watercolouring tonight, and if it isn't, then never mind. Right, so this is watercolor cardstock, so I'm just going to add my water onto there, and then we'll drop on some Melon Mambo and see where we go with this pink. Just for something different, because we're going to see these leaves in all sorts of beautiful autumnal colours, and I'm totally here for that. I'm going to do the leaves in autumn colours myself, but I'm not quite ready for autumn yet, but I wanted to play with the leaves, so I thought we'd just add bright colours. So this is Petunia Pop so far and Melon Mambo. And we've just die cut the leaf. It's embossed and die cut in on watercolour paper. If we lift some of that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Looking nice so far. Should we add some Daffodil Delight? Oh look, lovely, nice, clean ink pad-ish. Right. Anyone got any other requests for colours? I might do Summer Splash as well. That's kind of a nice bright, isn't it? And like Lemon Lime Twist as well. We could do not all on the same leaf, but we could do. I wonder if I quite like the yellow, but I wonder if we stick with that being yellow. Joanna says love Summer Splash. Yeah, let's do one in Summer Splash as well. Let's do that. So this is Daffodil Delight. Just get messy with this, can't we? And then just dab. A chamois would also work well for taking some of that wet off. Oh, thank you for sharing, Isha. That's very kind of you. I do appreciate that. Right, so we've got one. Just Karen's comment's funny. Made me giggle. I am at the moment, yes, Louisa. I'm using watercolor cardstock, so it'll really take that saturation of the water that I'm chucking on it and ink. Let's do Summer Splash. Coastal Cabana. Where is Summer Splash? Summer Splash is in colour. So if you don't want to get your ink tray messy, then you can just use yourself a little block, or a silicone mat is great for putting ink onto. So I know Karen's trying to resist, but if anyone does want to purchase it, this is available currently as an online exclusive, and you can get it by going onto my shop. So the link is below in case you can't resist and you happen to be in the UK. Right, Summer Splash. What can we put with Summer Splash for a bit of contrast? Shall we put what about a blue, azure, or maybe a touch of green? Don't know. Oh, purple. Melissa, that's a great shout. We could actually chuck in, couldn't we? We could bring in the petunia. I like the idea of azure had crossed my mind. That was a possible, Jackie. The petunia. It's going to make it muddy. Don't know. What's that? Jonathan, thank goodness my purse is safe tonight. I've already got this bundle. Phew. See, you can just sit back and relax, and then you know that you can go and make the bees. You can have a play, can't you? Now you've got the. Now we don't want to go fully over all the Summer Splash. So this is a mix of Summer Splash and Petunia Pop. Gorgeous. Makes like a bluey purple when it mixes. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to go back in just with some stronger. You can really play, can't you? Summer Splash. Just play for hours with that. Colours. Isn't that a pretty combo? Oh. Like mermaidy colours, isn't it? Right, I'm going to dab some of that colour. Just a little. Back off. And then just put them all on. I've taken a bit too much off. Too much has come off. And that's the beauty of the watercolour, is you can just keep adding to it. Right, let's heat that rather than. Oh, I don't know actually. I might leave it over there to dry because that one's dried pretty well already. Looking lovely, isn't it? And then let's have some of this leaf, just maybe in. I might cut another one of them. Let's do Petunia. No, that's Summer Splash. That's what I meant. I was looking at Petunia Pop here and picking up the Summer Splash over here. My brain wasn't in gear. And we could do a little touch on the edge. Pretty. And then we could go full on Petunia Pop. Just make sure that's well covered. Over there. And then maybe another bit more Summer Splash. Making a mess on my desk tonight. Messy. Summer Splash. If you haven't got these new in colours, they are gorgeous. There is not one that I don't like. They're all beautiful. And I think I'm particularly drawn to them because they're brights, like they're bright colours. Would clear and emboss make them shiny? Yes. And what that would do is resist. So we'll have a go at that, Jackie. I'll show you. We can have a play with some of the stamping of it and show you how that will then resist, because there's no stamped images on this at the minute, but the stamps match up. So if I'd stamp and then cut cut out, you'd have like the veins of the leaves on there as well, which would look really pretty. Let's leave that. Should we just make a few other bits and pieces, and then we can maybe make the cards at the end, like pull some bits together that way. So let's do a bit of a quick tidy up. Hey Hazel, how are you? Just pop them on here. And then we can do a little bit of heating, but it's very summery, isn't it? It's been really nice here today. It's been very lovely and warm, but we haven't had, summer's appeared for a few days, hasn't it? All right, let's do, which ones shall we stamp? Shall we stamp all of them? So let me give you a tip. Because the stamps are separate, you can stamp and then, but if we lay our stamps on where they're going to cut out, my brain is working. I think I'm doing the right thing here. I might flip that over. Let's line that up, and then we'll take away the die. I think that is about, I'll just knock that back into place. There we go. Will I get all of them? I will. I'll get all of them on my big block. And then that means that we can then cut all three at once. Whereas if you stamp them separately across the page, you can, but you end up being a little bit more wasteful with the cuts because these are not separate dies. They're one big die. Oh, I love a roast. Love a roast dinner. Should we do, I'm quite liking the watercolouring, so we could do, rather than blending. Right, so that's a piece of watercolour. Now, Jackie was asking about clear, so let me emboss with clear. How wide is that? Okay. Matter. Right, let's put that out of the way and get my clear powder. So the wow powder comes in gold, copper, and silver, and then you get black, white, and clear. So clear gloss is the one I'll use. I have got some clear left over from previously, which I will absolutely use, but I'll just show you the wow one. I bought these to just compare because they're the ones that we now have available. We'll use our embossing buddy and Versamark. Question's going to have all these pretty leaves. Will we get a card made? I'm hoping so. Right, I'll do those. I'm just going to stand up and apply a little bit of pressure. Hey, Shaz. And fill that up. And then let's just put them to one side. I can use this grid paper. Then got the clear on there. So can we see that? I think so, just about. I'll get that back in the pot so none of that goes to waste. And then we can heat this up. So we'll heat this. Joanna says, love the wow embossing. They're great, aren't they? They're so fine. And it comes up so glossy. Okay, so we've got that all glossy on there. So now I am going to cut out them. So what I'm not going to do is emboss at the same time on this occasion, because what I want to do is make sure, I'm not sure that I would be able to line them up with the clear. I can't see where they are enough. So I don't know how well a job I've done of lining that up with the dies, but there we go, about there. So let's pop that through the cut and emboss. And we'll have that on that plate and then sandwiched. It's kind of stayed still. No, it's moved. There. I'll sandwich that one through. And hopefully so you can use the die on its own, but then what you can do, you don't have to die cut and emboss at the same time. You can, if you want, then place this through to emboss, so we can then emboss afterwards as well. Just trying to show you some of the combinations. There's no kind of set, there's not a set rule for how you use this. Obviously this will crackle the embossing powder that we've just done a little, I imagine, but I've not done it, so we'll try it together and see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? It might not go as we expect, but then it might be a happy accident. So let's see. We've got, there's, you've got shiny on there. I don't know. No, that's okay. It's okay. Right, now if we emboss, oh my goodness, so much stuff on my desk. Should we go with the lime green now? Or should we, yeah? Should we go lime green maybe? Or Shy Shamrock would be good with these colours, wouldn't it? Shy Shamrock. It's fun, isn't it? Just to have a play. Fun. You never know what you're going to end up with when you just have a little play rather than trying to always get to a completely finished card. So we then have on here, we've got kind of a pattern going across as well. So much more resist. Through that. Oh, that's come off completely. Resisted very well. But you've then got that, the clear. No, let me add some more colour onto there to see if we can get it in a bit. Just gone through the lines. I love that. That gives you like that white leaf. And I wonder if I maybe keep all of these ones green, we could use these for a different project maybe. Because they're quite different to the ones that don't have the clear on. That's got the clear. Hey Sue. And this one, so you're getting that vein. You're not getting the deep saturation of colour on this, but I still like it. Just a different look, isn't it? I wonder if we can add some different colours into that so it's not just green. Should we add some do with some gold or something on there, couldn't we? Okay. I might leave them to one side. I think about those, but I like them. Now, what's Rachel said? How about a pastel colour like fresh freesia with Highland heather on a big leaf? I can do that. And then we'll make a card up, shall we? So we'll do one pastel one. And we can make up so I'm going to put this through. It only goes one way. And of course you could use blending brushes. You don't have to use watercolour. You absolutely don't have to use watercolour. You could use blending brushes to add the colour onto here. That would work just as well. And that is cut and embossed at the same time. Do some here. So what colours were we going? We were going purples, weren't we? So like freesias and the Highland heather or Highland heather freesia. Still with me. fresh freesia. Fun just to see, like experimenting, isn't it? To see what's gonna happen, what's gonna turn out. So let me get some water on there first. So this is fresh freesia and a lot of water. I'm just chucking some water on there. So that is fresh freesia. And then we'll come in with some Highland Heather, which is a mix of that tone of purple. Pretty. Magic, isn't it? Magic, magic. And then we'll get some more freesia. Just add that back on. Okay, let's heat dry that rather than wait for that one. Nice combo, nice choice, Rachel. Right, let's heat that one. So the others we've left to dry, whereas this one we're giving a bit of a heat blast to. I've wiped that colour off, but I want a little bit more fresh freesia just to come back on that leaf there, I think, just to add. I don't mind the white, but that's a bit gappy. So let's put those inks out the way. We need another orange and pink. We do. Right, let's see what we can make out with a few of these. I think we'll go together, and then that one maybe on its own. That could sort of sit. I feel like that could sit together. I'm gonna turn messy paper. Do you know what I would really love to do at this point is get my sewing machine out, but I won't. I will just hold fire on that because if my creativity was to go completely mad, I'd probably be getting my sewing machine out at this point, like stitching some of the leaves and stuff. But I'm going to just not go too ridiculous. I'm not set up for it, and it's hidden away. We do need another orangey pink though. I wonder if we just do some of these smaller leaves rather than embossing more. Let's do some of these ones in the Mellow Mambo combo. Carla is quite correct. Not quite good enough. An even enough mix. My water is very purple, but that's okay. Isn't it funny how the Mellow Mambo dries compared to how it's gone on? Red. I will definitely put some of these to my sewing machine. But as I say, I can't fit that on my desk at the minute. Right, yellow. Let's scoop up some daffodil. How's that mixed? And there. Oh, that was, we had petunia. Did we have petunia on there as well? That's why it's so pinky, isn't it? I've gone really reddy orange on that. Oh, hang on. Let me just add some more water. Got miles away from when we did that. There. Just dab that off a bit, and then we can bring in some petunia. Are you enjoying watching this, or would you like me just to crack on with making a card? Because I'm having a lovely time. It's just if you're sitting there waiting, thinking, when's she going to make a card? Please shout out, because I will. I'll stop faffing and start making. All right. Let's have the petunia. Nice to have a little play with the colours, isn't it? Right, let's do the petunia over this side. Chuck that on there. Melon Mambo is dark when you get it all on there. Loving me making the mess. Hazel says she's glad it's not her making the mess. It's me. I've got the mess to clear up. Right, we've got that. And I'm going to get some more yellow. Daffodil Delight. Yeah. Oh, bless you. Carla says could watch all day. Thing is with like watercolouring like this is you're not trying to colour an image, you're just trying to blob the colour on. That's probably a fair analysis of it. Right, let's put the water out the way. Let's make sure that I drink the squash, not the water. And I'm going to treat myself and you to a fresh grid sheet. 3 grid sheets in one night. Extravagance. This is when the glass mat would come into its own, but I just, with the way that my lighting is in my room, I cannot avoid getting those big spots of light on my desk. And so I don't use the glass mat when I'm live with you, as much as I love it. Right. Water, where's the wine? I know, right? Bianca says I've just having to stop now. It's it must be like 10:30 for you. Hey, have a lovely evening. I'll catch you on the replay. Right, let's do something with these and make them into a card. That one's just like we could just have them like that. It just looks like, look at those, so pretty. Smushing the die cut leaves would look good. They would, or you could die cut smushed backgrounds if you had some, Karen. I mean, I'm just saying. If you happen to have a few going spare, then you could use your backgrounds to cut out. Right, die cuts, and sentiments. So we've got a little note to brighten your day. Love that. So let's use that sentiment. And we could just stamp that in Petunia. Okay, scrap. So I have one in the Petunia and then one in Melon Mumbo. And let's use our mini. Where is my other die plate gone? Who knows? Who knows? Falling on the floor. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to use this one. I'll be here somewhere. Right, this will cut that out. Gonna grab a little bit of tape just to hold that in place. Put it down somewhere. I had a brand new top cutting plate out. Oh, it's underneath my inks. I've spotted it. I spotted it. Look. So you've got that beautiful stitching around the edge. Do the same on this one. Oh, there's so many ideas with this, isn't there? You could do all sorts of fun things. Pink one and a Petunia. There it is, just there. Right. Shall we bring in dark coloured backgrounds or light? I'm going to bring in Petunia, just dark or bubble bar. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous as is, and then but just against the use need some white to make it pop. So I'm gonna die cut the Spotlight on Nature circle. The largest one, which is quite large, I'll measure it in a minute and I'll show you. It is just under 4 inches wide, so 9.8 centimetres, something like that. So that is the circle, one of the bigger ones. And if we have that on there, it will just pop from there. Let's do. Now we still have, I think I spotted it in my stash, the leaf embossing folder. Is it Falling Leaves? I think it's gone to an online. But I do think that it's either, if it's not available, it should be this one. So I'm going to emboss that. I'll check and see if it's available. Or I would like the smaller leaves on that, so I am going to go with the smaller ones, but you could just use the embossing folder that we have been using. So that's the other alternative. We've got those leaves. A bit of pattern behind. Leaf fall, that's it. And we have all the colours on here tonight. Let's see. So this is petunia on petunia. Working out from the centre. Just to give that some shading behind. Now I've gone in circles, so I'm not worried about how messy that looks in the middle, because you've just got that touch of shading around that edge. So I think we're nearly there. We want the leaves to kind of be the star of the show, really. So let's put them on, and could grab some Summer Splash ribbon. Sue says looks great. Oh, bless you. Let's do... So this is Summer Splash ribbon. I'm going to cut up the long edge. Right. Whoops. Got a few loose threads with that, but that's okay. That's as in like these tiny little ones, but I want the long threads. I've got the long thread from that ribbon, and I'm just going to pull the ribbon apart. So what I want is the long strands. So what I don't want to put on this card is a super heavy, not that this ribbon's really heavy, but it's kind of, you don't want all that thickness of the ribbon, I don't think anyway. So we've got all those beautiful strands out of the ribbon. Love doing that anyway. Who loves pulling their ribbon apart? I mean, that is just fun to do anyway. So we can then tie, you end up with like bits of mess off it, and you've got a bit of trim to be able to use on another card as well, so that won't go to waste. You've got a few bits of waste from it where they're like off-cut bits, but then we can tie this into a bow. And you've got a cool kind of tassel-y ribbon that's not then too heavy on the card. So we'll trim that off in a minute. Let's put this together. There's my Seal Plus. Bow. which we can kind of froof about with. Doesn't need to be perfect. Trim that down. And then we can put all these leaves on. Now we could, as I say, ideally I'd quite like to run like some stitching through that with my sewing machine, but not tonight. Hazel says that's okay if you don't have a gizmo. When we did it, I know. Did you have a gizmo going, I want to help? It's Hazel's cat. If you've not met Hazel's cat, she's got a gizmo, and yeah, he likes to help. Offset that leaf. Just put a little bit of glue. That one, and then we can get our sentiment. A purple gizmo. No, that would be, yeah. Where the white is, we could have purple. And it'd fit right in. Right. I'll dimension all that over the top, give it a little haircut. And glue dot this in. Yeah, Joanna, whereas yours brings mices to class. I mean, it's good to bring a friend, isn't it? I mean, it was just bringing a friend. Let's have a sprig under there. And then we'll just put that whole thing on some dimensionals. Got a little dimensional mad. How are we doing for time? Not bad, actually, considering we've done all that watercolouring and playing about. Oh, what's that going on with that down on the card? That's annoying. That's some ink from somewhere. Do I go with it, or do I cover it up? That will really annoy me. Glue it a second. Don't know where that came from. Ah, Stacey, do you like the card? That's the colours. What mouse? Hazel says, I love a mouse. I used to have two, Daisy and Mousy. Oh. They're under control. I think that's the main thing, isn't it? I think it's when they're let loose. Oh, there's a moose in the house. Right, let's use that panel instead. Yeah, one can be filed, as it were, and then put it onto. Which one's not sticky? Try again. And these dimensional backs get everywhere, don't they? That's them. I don't know what I've done with that card base. Oh, I'm not having much luck. Right, hang on. That card base was cut wrong as well. Happens to all of us. easily fixed. Let's grab another card base. More where that came from. That is not sticking because the ink is wet, I think. That on too quickly. Try again. There we go. Being too delicate. There we go. That is that one. That doesn't keep them under control in my house. No, yes, fun playing around. Really bright, vibrant leaves. Quite different to what you might imagine with this set, I think, like with your autumnal oranges and browns and things. So let's put a few sparkles. Let's have a few. What should we have? Should we have rhinestones, or should we have in colour gems? In colour. Let's have them. We'll have the Petunia Pop in colour shimmer gems. So that's one. Let's do something with this as well. So we might do some stripes. Let's do that tassel. Right. Okay. Leave that. Leave it alone. Stop faffing around. Let's do. What could we do with that one? What could we do with that one? Could do it on a white base. White. And something there. And then what about some melon mambo? What colours have we got on there? Melon mambo, petunia pop, and daffodil delight, wasn't it? Good. Oh, black. I like the idea of black. We could have. I'm gonna go. Let's just hold the black behind there for a minute. We could have some black. Oh, I like the idea. So I was gonna go stripes with these colours being the colours that coordinate with the card. But I love the idea. Stripes. So I'm gonna get our trimmer and we'll do 1.5 centimetres, I think. 1, 2, 3. These are obviously not going to stay on here. They're just for measuring. 5 will be enough, I think. Right, let's go. Let's put that to one side and we will do our stripes. Oh. Line that up with the grid. My eyes going wonky. Right, let's start again and look at what I'm doing rather than the camera. Right, straight across. Once you've got one on, it's easy then, isn't it? But if one goes on a bit squint, they're all going to go on a bit squint. So I've got some black and white stripes. And then we can just pop this maybe on some dimensionals, because why not? Make this here. And then these ones can maybe just get glue jotted on. Let's see. Go further down. Let's glue that one down. Let's glue that one in. That can go there. And then that one I liked actually sitting there. Don't know, had it sitting nicely there. Maybe underneath again. Put my hand in the way. Further under there, I think. Yep, let's go with that. And then can chop that stem off. And black does make it pop, doesn't it? Against the pink. Oh my goodness. So bright. Right, let's have a little bit of something. We want some, just resting that on there for a minute. I don't want to push it down too much because I want to maybe put a little bit of thread or something. Oh, the leaves on a scrapbook page. Yes, they would, wouldn't they? Would make, if you got, especially if you've got kids jumping in leaves or something like that. It'd be really fab, wouldn't it? Right, let's do basic white twine. We'll do a double bow. What have I done? Let me undo that and try again. Oh my goodness, I'm so, give them thumbs. Right. So try that again. Right, we'll go round twice or 3 times, whatever, and then go all the way around, and then we'll knot that together through there. So you get the double bow but the single tails, which I like. And then because I've not pushed that down too much, I can pop that on with a glue dot. Typical, never mind, that's going to stay where it is. Fine. And then maybe some rhinestones just to keep it like simple. As we roll about laughing. Emma said the word simple. She was banned from my dictionary. The leaves are simple to make. You just can have fun playing. That really is. That is just get your inks out and have a lovely time making those. And actually then once you've got the leaves, pulling that card together is not tricky. Have a few more sparkles, a few little ones. I like the idea of that kind of being tucked under there, maybe. Better. Right. Joanna says, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Well, there you go. I hope Jackie says both cards are beautiful. Let's put this one onto, I think, just a white base. Nothing, we don't need anything fancy for that. Let's do that onto a white card base. And then anyone's got any requests for next week or any particular sets that you would like me to use, then please do let me know. I say I can't promise I've got them, but I'm always happy if I do to try and accommodate where possible. Any excuse to get a set out and have a play. Let me take that off there, and I will just come back on here. There you go. I'm warm. While I'm just finishing this card together and putting that onto the front, has the stream, I will go back and have a look, but has the stream been better for you? Those who were here last week know it was a bit rubbish. I'm hoping that the stream quality has been a little better for you to see what I'm doing on the desk. Karen says much better for you. I think we've cracked it then in that case. I know sometimes weather dependent makes it a little bit what have you, but that is out of my hands sometimes. No blurring. Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Do you have a fave? I know also much better. Good. There we go. Let's move the grid sheet out the way. Which do you like? The pink and the black or the purple and the summer splash? Which is your fave? I'm going to give this a little trim. Another little haircut. Better. Joanna's all about the purple. Nancy and Sue like the black. The purple and summer splash. I love how the summer splash and the petunia pop mix together. It's so pretty. That just on a background would be really pretty, wouldn't it? So difficult choice, but there you go. I will photograph them properly and pop them up on my blog and on my socials. If you're not already, I send out a weekly newsletter. So if you want to make sure that you get upcoming news on classes and inspiration, like the photos of these cards and my blog posts and things into your inbox, then you can pop over to my coastalcraft.com is my website, and there is a sign up there. If you're not already, then I would love you to come on over and sign up to my newsletter, and you'll hear all the info from me through there. Rachel says class, please. Yes, definitely. We'll have to have a play. Sandy says so fun. Thank you for joining me. It's been a fun one this evening. inky fingers, inky desk, inky grid sheets. Lots of fun. I will take photos and share them with you all, and I will see you again next week. Have a wonderful week, whatever you're up to. Take care, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.